American writing style, full-length, engaging, the benefits and drawbacks of a home's orientation and structural layout. In ancient times, masters who specialized in reading homes studied orientation and layout in great depth. They believed every entrance, window, beam, and pillar needed to be placed with precise calculation. Sometimes these calculations were so complicated and restrictive that they became impractical. Although much of that old knowledge was profound, it wasn't always useful in real life. Ancient homes were usually built on wide, flat land, with large courtyards and gardens. Even architects of that era didn't have the scientific understanding modern architects possess today. That's why people turned to geomancers. It was the only guidance they had. But if we strictly followed ancient rules today, everyone would be building houses facing the same direction with the same layout. Clearly, that doesn't fit modern living. In reality, homes now come in many forms, and they've created many different versions of happy families. So, does orientation and layout still matter? Absolutely. They matter a great deal. In modern practice, professional architects base their designs on scientific principles. Aside from obvious mistakes made by inexperienced designers, most houses today have solid, well-thought-out overall structures. What we can and should focus on is arranging the living spaces properly, making our homes as functional and harmonious as possible. The orientation and layout of a home typically involve the living room, bedrooms, dining area, children's rooms, bathrooms, hallways, lighting, and ventilation. Which direction should each space ideally face? That requires careful consideration. Winston Churchill once said, "We shape our buildings, thereafter they shape us." He was right. A home is not just a place to sleep, it's one of the most important influences in a person's life. It affects your personality, your temperament, and sometimes even your luck. Mencius also said, "Where you live can change your destiny. Nourishment can change your body." In other words, nutritious food can make you strong, and a good home environment can shape your fortune. This principle has never changed. The quality of your home environment has a deep impact on your life. If you constantly feel tired, if your children can't focus on studying, if you're irritable or your health seems unstable, aside from other causes, maybe it's time to consider whether something about your home is affecting you. Poor lighting, bad ventilation, overwhelming colors, or crowded furniture layouts can have negative effects. In more extreme cases, they can gradually lead to serious problems. 3 major principles when building a house. Before building a home, there are 3 important principles worth careful thought. 1. Never violate natural laws. A house built on a steep mountainside or on reclaimed swampy land is unsafe. Modern construction techniques have improved and land is becoming scarce, so people often build in difficult locations. But without proper surveying of soil, terrain, and structural safety, blindly developing land can result in disasters. Landslides, sinking soil, collapsing foundations. There was a recent case where a major real estate developer dug a massive foundation for a high-rise building. The excavation was so wide and deep that surrounding residential buildings were in danger of collapsing. Residents had to be relocated at the company's expense. This happened simply because no one considered the risks earlier. If those homes had actually collapsed, the consequences would have been unimaginable. 2. A home must serve the people living in it. It should be warm in winter, cool in summer, and full of comfort and harmony. Modern construction rituals are mostly symbolic. What truly matters is choosing the right location and designing the orientation wisely. That's what real scientific home building means. 3. Know your purpose and build with intention. Everyone wants a home that's spacious, bright, convenient, and peaceful. And while perfection isn't always possible, having a positive and clear intention can influence family happiness. Your home is where your entire family lives together. If the purpose is clear, providing comfort for the elderly, energy for young adults, and a healthy environment for children, then the process of building or buying becomes more thoughtful, more careful, and less influenced by flashy distractions. With the right mindset, your dreams are much more likely to come true. A home is like clothing. Comfort matters more than decoration. Feng shui and aesthetics are important, but if taken to extremes, they will only restrict you, forcing you into a rigid mindset where nothing feels right. 7. Never build a house at the base of a cliff or inside a mountain gorge. This often happens in rural areas where people build homes on land they choose themselves. Today, many wealthy families build vacation homes in the countryside, often in beautiful areas at the foot of mountains or near narrow river gorges. The scenery may be breathtaking, but such locations are dangerous. Over the years, sediment accumulates, soil weakens, and heavy rain can trigger landslides or flooding. Even if someone insists on building there, they must hire structural engineers to inspect the land thoroughly and choose the safest possible spot. Number 8, never build a house at the dead end of a street. Avoid building at the end of a cul-de-sac or where a T intersection points directly at your home. These areas face higher risks: traffic accidents, strong wind channels, fire hazards. Fires can spread rapidly with wind. Security issues. Thieves prefer direct, quick escape routes. Homes at the end of narrow alleys also face inconvenience. You must pass other homes to enter or exit. In emergencies, there's no escape route. It's stressful and impractical for families.